promise that we will be having some guests in our midst today to be talking to us about parenting and rape in another dimension and in their own view. I have with me here Pastor Mr. Ayeyemi. He's an educator. He teaches in the way of the Lord. He teaches in social life generally. Thanks for coming, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you so much, sir.
And also, we have our mommy in the Lord, Mrs. Kayode Oluwatoyin from FACL. Thank you.
Thank you.
We talked last week about parenting and rape, and we promised that we'll be having our guests in our midst. And so be it, we have our guest. Okay, Daddy, can you please talk to us? Okay, just tell us about parenting in your own view as a father.
But parenting is part of raising up, educating a child right from birth to adulthood. So that is what parenting is.
Alright, thank you so much, sir.
And mommy, in your own view too.
You know, parental care. A child is being trained from the womb, even from the 0 age when the child is being conceived in the womb. So the parental care has started from that stage.
Alright, thank you so much, sir.
Ma, how will you feel as a mother when you see an 11-year-old girl on street pregnant?
It's hard to see that. Seeing an 11-year-old girl on the street being pregnant, but not a good thing at all as a mother. Seeing an 11-year-old girl in the street being pregnant, so sad to see that.
So ma, how will you take it when it happens as in close to you? So what can you say about that?
So me as a parent, being that done, nothing we can do than to show love to the lady, to the girl. Bring the girl close to yourself. I will try to counsel her, put her through till she deliver the baby. And after that, she can go back to her school to continue her educational life, so that she can also be a good mother to upcoming children.
Like, what will you blame if you see such a girl of 11-year-old on the streets pregnant? Are you going to put the blame on the mother, or the child, or the society? Or what will you feel as a father?
Well, as a father, I wouldn't put the blame on anyone. Looking at this, society at large today, we have a lot of issues that actually lead to the issue of rape. Partly the society, partly the parent, and partly the environment where we find ourselves today.
So what you mean now is that nobody's to be blamed?
Yes.
Okay,
Society, where we find ourselves today.
okay, sir. Then what happens if it's as a result of rape? Do we still have no one to be blamed?
Yes, I want to see it as one of the occurrences, natural occurrences, dated back even in the Bible era, the issue from the Bible era. So the issue of rape has been with mankind, and mankind has been living with it. For example, we have in the Bible the case of Tina. Daughter of Jacob was raped by a prince of the Levites. And at the end of the day, the brothers, Reuben and others, have to take justice by killing the rapist. So it has been. Also have another example. Even within a family, Amor and Tamar, they are both children of David. So, even from that event to that, Amor had to rape his sister. So that's why I said it has been an issue that mankind have to deal with. We have been dealing with
Because is it as a result of the way the children dress or the way their nakedness that causes rape?
Issue of rape nowadays, in fact, it baffled me a lot. I don't think it's the way they dress, because I've seen some cases, I've heard about some cases. Even a full dressed lady was raped. Still, she was raped. The best is that a child must not work late alone in the night. Let all ladies work early and go back to their various home. It depends on, and the parent also must guide the parent also must guide their children on how to dress. It's part, the dressing also is part of it, but not all the dressing that men sees to rape the girls nowadays. But the parents have to guide their children not to work very late in the night. I think that will help to reduce issue of rape nowadays.
Okay, so me now is rape can only be done in the night, because I've seen cases that a girl that is just walking on a lonely street in the afternoon got kidnapped and got raped, and she even eventually died. So are you saying that our society should just work on late night movements alone, or probably just being careful generally?
No, we just have to be careful the way we work. We have to educate our girls as our female children. Even our male children are being raped sometimes too. We just have to educate them. Not only night, that the society alone should be as in work on only the night, but our girls, our male children, our female children, we just have to educate them to be more careful. If anybody called you on the street, don't answer. Just walk straightly and run for your life. And even in case, you can even shout, help, 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 come and see this person. I don't know him, he's calling me. So that's also, I think, can reduce the issue of rape.
I think in addition, we have to caution our children to mind kind of respect the boundaries where they are to be at a particular time, and also look at the environment where they are and should be able to sense the danger around the environment where they are at a particular time. So in doing that, that will be a lot in mitigating the incidents.
Thank you so much, Ma. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate. Okay, sir. What do you think should be done to a father that is assaulting his own daughter? Or it might not necessarily be his own daughter alone. It might be stepdaughter or an outsider, just a young girl child. What do you think should be done to him as a father?
Thank you. I think as a father, it's not worth living. Such a father raping their daughter of yours. And if not even yours, from the physical point of view, I think it's better. It needs to harm that kind of a person, a father, and you drop into equation. It's a father.
Thank you so much, sir. I really like that answer. Thank you so much, sir.
On this kind of a thing when it happens in a family, so how will you generalize as in your feelings and your thoughts about that?
Very sad again, I will say that statement again. That is very sad. In a family, being raped, a child of yours as the father, is very sad. The best thing is not to cover it at all. Let it be known to the world, even to our government. You won't be ashamed. Maybe, oh, he's my husband, or how will they want feel? No. Let them know and let them understand what is wrong is wrong. We should not cover it at all. And immediately we'll call the child to order to show the child love, so that such a thing won't repeat himself in another place again.
Okay, ma. Let's view it in another dimension. As a lady or mother, because society has come to the extent that things are happening. Being raped, a man raped his daughter. Likewise, also, there are some women that rape a little young male also. So what can we do to eradicate that?
Same thing should be done to the mother too. You should not cover what is wrong. we should let it expose to the world. And I know and I'm very sure that even the woman or the lady will be ashamed of him or of herself, that as old as I am, like maybe let's say a 30-year-old lady harassing a 10, 12, 15 years old female boy, very bad. So we should not cover what is bad. Let it be open to the society and see what our government will do to that.
Okay, sir. What do you feel should be done to such a woman?
Well, it's really disturbing anyway. The fact remains that you cannot shy away from it. We have this happening all over. Even myself, I'm a testimony to that a child was being raped. Remember, as a minor, when I was young, I still have the memory of that. But thank God, here, failures. It is being known, but this issue is an issue of a wider horizon. Because even in an area, some area, for example, in the villages, where some of this issue happens and hardly you can relate about it. And some of them you see as a sacrilege that even coming out, just as she has said, that we should come out. But there are thousands of it happening that people are not coming out because even they are looking to reach there. And many of them, even when it is hard off, they see it as a sacrilege that it shouldn't be hard off. So it's really disturbing seeing a minor as a nature. Very it happens.
Sorry, sir. Even some, as a parent, because we talk about parental care, because parents don't need to be too harsh on their children, so that if such a thing happens, you may not know as a parent. Even as a father, you may not know. But if you are so close to your child, if best friends to each other, it will depend on you. It will open up to you. But I heard about the issue of a lady being harassed by his own stepfather. But fortunately for her, she got admission to school. But the memory and the feeling still on her, that she cannot hold herself. Fine, the environment she finds herself now, there is no space for such a thing again. But the motion, the feeling is still in her body. The urge is still in her body. Thank God that she has a good friend close to her. The friend did not keep quiet. He has to go to a good, God-fearing counselor. That I feel this is what this lady is passing through. They quickly called her. She said they should not tell her father, they should not tell her mother. Thank God for the kind of environment she finds herself. The school management working on that. They took upon themselves to work on it. So I pray God will help us all.
Thank you so much. That is all you have heard from our father and mother. They have talked to us about parenting and rape in general. Glad that we have been able to hear this. Let's be careful. Let's stop late night work. Let's stop dressing to seduce men, and let's stop rape. Let's stop rape in general. Let's go for a short break and we'll be right back.
Show.
Back to the SOS show. Okay, ma, on this issue, like, what do you have to say? Like, do you, like, anything? Just tell us some things, like an advice or anything at all.
Yeah, very good. I heard about the issue of a lady. Our father sent out to get something for him. So on going out, I think some guys, maybe they are friends. So they called her in, taking so much time before she would go back home to the father. The father was like, where are you coming from? Coming by this time, blah, blah, blah. So the lady was like, she was raped. And the father took it upon himself that you were raped with who? Let's go there. So on getting to the place, they couldn't find those guys again, but they picked one or two of them, arrest them to the station. And like the father now, they've even begging the father that he should forget about the issue, that the girl is okay, nothing happened to her, something like that. The father was like, he will take this issue up seriously. Why? Because her daughter was raped and her pants was not where to be found. Imagine something like that. I was like, let's assume the girl so free to the father. you will open up to the father. You know, when issue of when something of such happen, you hear different view from different people. Somebody said she was not raped, she went inside with the guys. Fine, let's assume she was not raped, the guys called her in, but there is no love. Let me just put it like that, that there is no love between her and the father. Because if there is cordial relationship between the father and the girl will open up to the father. That is why, as a parent, you understand me, as a parent, we need to be a friend to our children.
Okay, what you mean was that the girl did not talk about it. She did not probably consequently say that, okay, I was raped, I was raped, I was raped.
She was just crying to the father. I was not there, but according to what people say, that she was just crying to the father that she was raped. She was raped. That's why she took time before coming back home.
And we can't say it might just be as a result, or maybe because she was being afraid of her father.
Exactly, she was afraid of the father. She can't face her father and tell the father that, oh, sorry, when you sent me out, I saw my friends, I went to my friend. That is why, as a parent, we need to be close to our children.
Daddy, please, can you say something about that?
I think this issue, as earlier said, we have to kind of open up to allow our children to open up to us. And most importantly, we should let our children know that anybody can be an abuser. It doesn't matter how relations, friends, whatsoever, anybody
Pick that. Anybody can be an abuser.
As soon as we educate our children of this, that anybody within our environment can be an abuser, so we be conscious of who are who to live close to, or they call them and they want to answer. So that is very, very important.
So, sir, in this issue that we are discussing about, does that mean that the parents should be able to know the kind of friends their children is going to, despite the fact the children is at home or in school?
Yes.
Yes.
It goes on the parent to do that. Talk openly to your child or children about rape. You should let her know that it's prevalent now. It's here with us. And again, you should also let your child or children, to also know about the emotions of others, of people, and the way you carry yourself.
I think
Yes.
this case is.
Sorry, even
sir,
on that.
Sorry, let me just add to what Daddy said. Sir, now there is one thing that children of nowadays, they did when they are in school. I can remember a short case when we were in school then. A lady from Muslim, he always use hijab whenever he's going out for lectures and all that. But whenever he see that after lecture he go out without that their hijab, and anytime she saw that her mother is coming to come and check on her, she behave like a religionist.
That is what he was talking about when he said we should be, that the parents should be close to their children. You know, in this kind of case now, if probably the girl always used the hijab at some point, and the mother knows that at some point she doesn't use it, you know, not like forming saints in front of your mother and doing something else behind her.
That's what I'm saying.
Seriously, if naturally, like when she's going out, she'll be like, okay, I'm just going out with my scarf today. Her mom will know that, okay, there are points that she doesn't always use hijab, and she'll be like, okay, I'm going out with my hijab today. The mother will already know that, okay, my child always do this, she always do that. But
Sorry, I think on that, we should let our children know why and why not to do this, why to do this. For example, like our upcoming children now, if you want to tell them kokoro, penis, you have to open up to them, let them know the names of their parts.
Thank you so much. As in, sorry, Daddy, this thing you just said, I heard about little things of such then, like this young girl, when she was growing up, they're just like, okay, this thing is just kokoro. okay, normal kokoro, okay, no problem. Then she grew up to a stage, like, let me say, like, she was now about 11, 12, 13 years. And she was like, okay, they say this thing is kokoro, so what's there? And elder brother was just lying down. And she was like, no, younger brother, sorry. And younger brother was just lying down. And like, okay, this thing is kokoro. Kokoro, no man, we just run for it or come back there. She was just playing with that stuff. It's just a younger brother, a very tender age boy. And she was just playing with it. And the mother just came in and was like, what are you doing? And she started eating the girl. And later on, the girl was like, Mommy, but it is you that told me that this thing is kokoro. That was when she now realized that she was supposed to tell her that this thing, this is what it is called. This is what it does. And when you are not married, if you use this thing, I think we should just be plain to our children.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, let's be blunt to
That's
them.
made me to remember when I was young. My mom used to tell me, if you hug a guy, you get pregnant.
Yeah.
And that mentality goes to me when I go to higher institution. Like, I don't hug a guy, I only shake. It was later on I was like, hugging a guy. Oh, that was there. Nowadays we're in computer age, so we should let those children know. Let them know that this thing is this thing is this thing must not be touched in public. This thing nobody must touch it. Let them know the name, let them know the function. Thank God, in our, I believe, I think we have it in our curriculum now in the educational system. Okay. They will have to understand female organ system and male organ system. I think it's in the curriculum now.
Daddy, please, can you just...
Yes, thank you. Here I think parenting is beyond having your children around you when they know. For the case study, raised, care, putting on the job, and she's always with the parent, and she goes out there, she becomes something else. You see, these are the area we as parents, we have to look into seriously. We shouldn't see as soon as our children are out there, maybe they are going to school, or that is all.
That is
So
all.
occasionally, we
on
have to,
them.
yes, we monitor them, we check on them. In fact, on notice, you don't have to tell them that, oh, I am coming, on notice. From there, be able to know whether it's a child that is living a kind of hypocritical life. Because these days, you know, even the word of God says the heart of man is wicked and desperately wicked. So we have a lot of pretense, even within the family nowadays. Children talk all sort of character. But some of them, it's not from going outside there, from their peer pressure among groups, and from there they begin to get their points.
Shegun,
It's
be blunt with your child.
So we need to
Be blunt, let her know.
Parenting is more than feeding them, giving them up and doing. Monitor the kind of friend they work with and where they are at a particular time. So,
If you let their friends be your friend, there is nothing bad in that. Let your friends, I'm going to my friend's place. Okay, go, come back to so time. Fine, okay, mommy, thank you, ma'am. We should not be too harsh on them. Let them be free.
But sir, is it only a female child that's supposed to concentrate on? Because a guy like me, when he's in school, he said, Mommy, what are you coming to do? I'm a man of myself, and I will take care of myself. Is it?
No, it shouldn't be. It's wrong. That's what I've said earlier. If you look at the statistics out there now, according to Center for Disease Control, it said about a female, about 97% of female, have been, victim of rape, while about 27% of male. So it therefore means that it could happen. So our concentration shouldn't be on the female. Just as I said earlier, I was a victim, but just because where it happened, I was unable as a child. I was a minor, but I still have the memory that I have a very big sister, right? Because she used, wherever I'm going, as if I'm very well known by her. But I could remember an occasion where I didn't even know, but now I begin to do that. Now she has to put me on her, and then you can see. But if I have a mother do monitor. Or if perhaps my mother was around because I lived my grandmother, so I can be able to not to her. This is what happened. Is it normal? So every child should be monitored in this case of rape. So it is not, because it's kind of unisex. It's everybody. So this we need to be very careful.
Every child has equal rights.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. Okay, sir, okay, just give us little advice on parenting, like how should we monitor our children, how to go about with our children, and every other thing. Just give us like little advice.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think the first, let me say maybe first 5 days of a child is home. The first education the child will get is from the home. So the parent has a lot of work to do. Fine, we are just a caretaker. God gives the children, but we need to guide them so that God won't blame us on the children. So we need to guide them. We need to teach them the way of the Lord. Fine, I'm a Muslim. Guide them in the way of Islam. Let them go in that line. Fine, I'm a Christian. Let them go in that line. The religion you are worshiping, let them understand it, why we are worshiping it, the reason and why we are doing this, why we are doing that. Not just don't do this. Why, mommy, don't do this? I can remember then when they would say if you want to eat, that we should not put food inside pot to eat, something like that. I was like, that they will tell you is superstition. So you just have to let them understand why you should do this and why you should not do that. As a mother, you have to guide your female children and your male children. You should let their friends be your friend. You should let them know the right from the wrong, and let them be free to talk to you. Don't let them be afraid. If anytime they want to talk to you, listen to them. Even if you are not in the mood to listen to whatever they want to say, okay, I'm listening. All right, okay, you are a darling. Later you can meditate on what they have said and call the child back. And often let's have mother to child talk as a friend, as in just chat as a friend. Even when a visitor comes, we like, see the way you are playing with your children. No, let it be like that, so that he or she will not be afraid. Even if there's anything happen out, I can remember something. Very young then, I think I was in primary school then, so I was working for my mother. So a guy, I'm very close to her, we talk a lot. So a guy walked up to me and said hi. I was like, hi, for what? So I was running. So when I got to, I said, mommy, somebody said hi. My mother said, he said hi. Just listen to the person and hear what the person will say. If you want to follow, you let the person follow. I said, okay. So the person followed me, and I said, you should stay here, I'm coming. Let me go and drop my tray. So when I got to the shop, I said, mommy, somebody is following me. He said he wants to marry me. My mother followed me immediately with some boys to go and chase the guy. That is kind of relationship I have with my mother. Of our late memory now. So may our gentle soul rest in perfect peace. So as a mother, we need to be close to our children. So I think that will go a long way. I pray God will help us to reduce this rape of this thing in our nation. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Daddy?
Yes, thank you. We as parents, we should know that parenting is more than feeding our children, as we have said earlier. Parenting should be encompassing the physical, the nature of that child, the emotional too. Because the problem with many of us is that we take care of the physical, or hardly look into the emotional. Because at times you see that when some of the children that are abused, that are raped, just because of that relationship, there is no cordial relationship between the parent and the child. So some of them, prefer keeping it to themselves. So you should be able to watch the emotion of your children at all times. So whenever they're too cold, you should be able to say, what is going on? What is the problem? When they are not happy, you should be able to know, because some of this, due to what they have gone through, they are traumatized. And as a result of that, you see many of them keep mute. They are not cheerful. And again, we need to be very careful of people we kind of throw our children through. And that's because that is happening now, it's prevalent now. So some of us say, so we're holiday just because we just want to have a kind of a sign of relief. We want to go to my uncle and so please, we need to be very careful. Most cases of rape we have in society now are the people, are the relations we send our children to go and spend the holidays with. Go to Brother Lagbaja, go and go somewhere, please go and stay in the house of someone. We need to be very careful. So because out there we have a lot of people, as I've said earlier, you should know that everybody can be an abuser, irrespective of how addicted they are to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, ma.
Sir, thank you so much, ma. This is SOS Show. I still remain Sulaiman Oluwasegun. We'll catch up on the next episode. Thank you so much.
So much. Thanks for staying tuned in our episode. We'll catch you up in the next episode by next week, Thursday. I still remain your humble host, Amsa Aderemi. Don't forget to follow us on our Twitter, Instagram, and our YouTube channel at Ekpe Alara TV. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Choppy_Remy. Thank you so much. Catch you in the next episode.
Oh.